All right, so just an example, we want to find angle GDE. So GDE is the 4x. I could kind of trace this out. So when we're naming angles, if you didn't know this already, we start at whatever the first letter is, G, go to the second letter, D, go to the third letter, E, GDE. So it's the angle that makes. So GDE is the 4x, BEF is the 6x. Again, start at B, go to E, go to F. I did that one much better. That would be the 6x. And CDG is the one that's on the other side of GDE. So this one right here would be CDG. Well, what do we know about this and what do we not know? We know that this angle plus this angle, so the 6x plus that other one has to be 180 degrees. The 6x plus angle HEF has to be 180 degrees. But that doesn't really get us anywhere. I'm going to clear out some of this ink just so I can see things a little bit better. We have here this 4x degrees. That is an alternate interior angle, right? So alternate interior, if you remember the rules from the previous video, alternate interior angles are equivalent, I guess you could say. They're congruent. So remember, if we kind of split this and pasted it on top of each other, then we could say that this 4x up here would be right here as well. Okay, so that's going to be the same, 4x degrees, which means, and we know vertical angles, which are the ones that are diagonally across from each other, are the same as each other. So that's going to be 6x degrees. That one's going to be 4x degrees. And we can do that for the top as well. This is going to be 4x, this is going to be 6x, and this is going to be 6x. Okay, so now we can find all of our angles. What do we have to do to find all of our angles? Well, we know that our 4x plus our 6x, if we go all the way across, that's a straight angle, which is 180 degrees. So we can rewrite this as, we know that 6x, whatever that is, plus 4x has to equal 180 degrees. And now we have to go back to a few chapters ago when we were solving for x. This is the simple solving for x, though. 6x plus 4x, that gives us 10x. So 10x equals 180 degrees. Divide both sides by 10. And x is 18 degrees. Okay, so we solved for x, but that isn't what they're asking for. They're asking for angle GDE, which is 4x. So we need to know what 4x is. So that's 4 times 18. Angle, what was the other one? BEF. BEF, that's 6x. So 6x, which is going to be 6 times 18. And then we also need to know angle CDG. Well, CDG is the same thing. We figured out that's also 6x. So once we figure that out, we're good. So 4 times 18, you could put that in a calculator. It's 72. So this one is 72 degrees, which means BEF and CDG are going to be 108 degrees. You can plug that into a calculator, 6 times 18. But what I did is I know that BEF and CDE or GDE are what we call supplementary angles, and they add up to 180 degrees. And so I just knew 180 minus 72 is 108, and so both of those have to be 108. But just to show it, let's do 18 times 6, which I don't know off the top of my head. 6 times 8 is 48, and 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10, so 108. So it works out. Okay, hopefully that helps. I will do one more of these, and hopefully you're seeing why the angles have to be the way they are, why these two make a straight line and the straight line is 180 degrees, why the vertical angles, the ones directly the diagonal across from each other, are equal to each other, and as well as the alternate interior. That's the 4x right here and the 4x right here and the 6x right here with the 6x right here, and the alternate exterior. So the 4x up here, 4x down here. Okay, hopefully you start to see that all those angles should be congruent to each other, equal to each other, and you're able to get, this really isn't all that hard once you kind of get a grasp of everything needs to be, when you add up the two angles, it adds up to 180 degrees, and then which ones are equal to each other. Okay, that's it for this video.